We are going to be brutally honest about how you can become a confident person. It's high time we stop giving excuses and actually take up that responsibility and be accountable for ourselves. The topic of today is confidence, which is not something that everybody is born with. It's something that through consistent effort you will grow it, just like you going to the gym and growing a muscle to stay in good shape. We are going to talk about 5 amazing strategies to step by step grow your level of confidence, which will enable you to achieve all that you want to achieve. The 5th way of improving your confidence is the most important. Let's get right into it. The first step is to tackle your fears. Be very intentional about how you face difficult challenges. That is the only way you can be able to grow out of that fear that you don't have the capacity to do all that you want to do. So you have to be brutally honest with yourself that even if I have all the anxiety in the whole world, I am still going to do this that I want to do. By constantly tackling your fears, you now have the capacity to take on more challenges, and that's the only way you will grow in your level of confidence. I will use myself as an example. I have a stutter. I have always had this stutter since I was born, and somehow it has made me to be less confident in myself. But recently I told myself that I have so much that I need to achieve in life, and the only way that I can have the capacity to achieve all of this is to come out of my comfort zone and first of all tell people that I do have this stutter. So I have now been able to get that out of the way, which has now enabled me to start this YouTube channel to inspire people, to educate people, and also to create the awareness that even if you have a stutter or whatever limitation that you have, it shouldn't stop you from achieving all that you want to achieve. I have had people who also have this stutter tell me that, oh my God, I was the inspiration behind them speaking to people on their own Instagram, and that made me so happy and fulfilled. So you don't know who you may inspire if you can only improve in your level of confidence, and the only way to do that is to tackle your fears, which leads us to another reason you should be brutally honest with yourself on how to improve on your level of confidence, and that is you need to take action. Commit to doing what you say you do, and it's okay to make mistakes. See, nobody on this earth is perfect. I am not perfect. I have made tons of mistakes. The only thing I am focused on is to learn from those mistakes that I've made as I'm stuttering to you, as I'm being uncomfortable with you, because I hate people to know that I have this stutter, but at the same time I am still doing it anyway. So you need to commit to whatever you have told yourself that you want to do. The world is literally moving at a very fast pace, so you don't want to be left behind. Do what you say you want to do, but don't forget, all these cannot be actualized if you don't take the necessary action towards it. So you heard that this person doesn't like you. That person said this about you, and somehow it has taken a toll on your level of confidence, and you are wondering, oh my God, what did I do? how can I go back to these people liking me? In order to grow in your level of confidence, you need to have the courage to be okay with not being liked. All you should be focused on is how you can improve yourself to be a better person. You cannot continue to live in that world. Everybody have left you behind, so you need to be focused on how you want to come out from that shell and actually improve on your level of confidence. Yeah, you need to be okay with people not liking you. If everybody likes you, then there is something wrong with you. Even Jesus Christ, people hated him, so who are we for people not to like us? But anyways, that's not what you should be concerned about. Be more concerned about how to always improve on yourself, to elevate yourself. Those people will still catch up with you. All right, you don't need validation from people on social media, your friends. See, even if you have plenty of friends, that's not a good sign. As you are elevating in life, people will be dropping as you are growing up, and that shows that there is something amazing that you are actually doing with your life. So you need to have the courage, the confidence, that courage. You need to force yourself. It's a skill. You need to train yourself and acquire that skill so that you'll be okay when people don't like you, when they don't want to talk to you. But you also need to ensure that you have a good heart, because if you are a wicked person and people don't like you, then they have a justifiable reason, right? So make sure you have a good heart and then grow in your level of confidence in order for you to have that thick skin when people don't like you. Have you ever wondered how all these people at the gym, they get so bulky? And if you ask them how long they've been exercising, some will say 2 years, some will say 5 years, and you see how good they look. There is something called progressive overload. It means when you start lifting weights at the gym and somehow that weight becomes so easy, you now increase that weight, and that's how you continuously do until you start lifting heavy weights. The point of this analogy is to explain to you that you need to start small and then progressively overload in your level of confidence. You cannot just start overnight and say, oh, I have this confidence. It doesn't work like that. It should actually mean that you are faking it. So you need to make sure that you start taking on small challenges in order for you to grow in your level of strength, your level of confidence, and overall to overcome your fear. You don't know what is at the other end of the spectrum if you don't make that leap, if you don't take that step. So ensure you always take action, and then from that level progressively overload in the challenges that you take. But you need to be intentional about putting in the work, putting in the effort to making that happen, which leads us to the final way of improving in your level of confidence. I know a lot of people confuse being confident with being arrogant. They just assume that this person has so much pride, this person is boastful or self-centered. But the true meaning of confidence is the ability to believe in yourself, so much so that you don't put down other people while you are doing that. So you need to first know and identify who you really are, to be able to grow in that level of confidence, which would eventually rub off on people, but in a positive way. The people that put other people down in the pretense of being confident are not being true to themselves. And if you dig deep down, you will discover that those people have identity crisis. The true meaning of confidence is the ability to identify who you really are, to know your abilities, to understand your weaknesses, and overall to have a positive impact on people. Do you know that I am very excited for you because you have watched this video to the very end? One last thing I will tell you is that you need to be brutally honest with yourself. Identify where you are in your level of confidence, that you have a lot of work to do, and start your journey to building the highest level of confidence you can ever achieve. I am rooting for you. I would like to hear from you which of these points actually resonated with you. Don't forget, confidence is the gateway to so many opportunities you can't even imagine. Watch this video to know how exactly to make people respect you. I will see you in that video.